Origin of English in Australia. Bing, 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 bing.
Australia has been inhabited by the native or Aboriginal people for over 40,000 years. At the end of the 8th century, British arrived at the Southern Hemisphere. As a consequence, English prevailed in Australia. There emerged new and distinctive varieties of English. In 1770, Captain Cook made the discovery of the continent. This arrival of British led to the establishment of their first penal colony in Sydney. Migration of convicts also started with immigration of English prisoners to Australia. Within 50 years, 130,000 prisoners were transported. The prisoners were named as free settlers. By 1850, the population of Australia was about 400,000, and by 1900, nearly 4 million, and nearly 19 million in 2002.
The free settlers were from London and Ireland, who had Cockney accent and the brogue of Irish. As a result, the features of Cockney accent of London and the brogue of Irish English can be traced in the speech patterns heard in Australia today. Similarly, many varieties of English originated in the region who had expression of Aboriginal languages. As American influence in the region also caused immigration, Australia has a very mixed linguistic character today. Development of Fuzzy English.
Despite of numerous non-British immigrant languages, English has always been the first official language. The majority of the Australian population speaks English, with over 80% of them having it as their native language, despite from 267 spoken languages. According to linguists, there are three main varieties of Australian English spoken. They are broad, general, and cultivated Australian English. This dialect is also called Australian in Australia. Australian English has formed a style that comes closer to British English than American English. It has more slang words and abbreviations. There are also terms from Australian Aboriginal language used in Australian English. Examples: boomerang, kangaroo, koala, uluru, karabori, dardi, bungee, deadly, and yucca. Australian English like to shorten the word as much as possible. Common shortenings are, for example, afternoon,
Arvo,
barbecue,
Barbie,
Australian,
Aussie,
mosquito,
Mozzie,
Christmas,
Chrissy,
football,
Footy,
kangaroo,
Kanga,
sandwich,
Sanga,
bottle shop,
Bottle O,
service station.
Servo. English people thought the new Australian accent was great because it was clear and easy to understand. But when a new accent became popular among rich and powerful people in England, the Australian accent was considered very rough all of a sudden. The new accent was called a received pronunciation. People with this accent looked down on people who do not speak like that and had many people reduce their Australian accents to sound more posh in English. In today's world, we learn that there are three types of Australian accent. Some people speak with a general accent, which has been the way it has always been. Others speak with an accent that is closer to received pronunciation English. The third group of people have a broad Australian accent and are mostly people who live in small communities in the countryside, where they were not influenced by any other accents or receive pronunciation English. In short, the way Australians speak today is the result of merging different types of accents that you can hear in England today and created something that is completely new. General Australian accent do not pronounce the R's in words. Forever, together, river, instead of forever, together, river. They also do not say the G's. Catchin', fishin' is a really lazy language. In conclusion, Australian English is originated from a set of dialects transported by British convicts and immigrants, which interacted with indigenous and migrant languages. American English and other varieties of English appealed as an independent variety, embodying the country's national identity.